What is up, everybody? This is Rock TV here. We're coming at you with some Soul Hunters. Yeah! So, it's been a while since I last posted something. Give you a quick look at the team here. We have Seraphine, who is 5 stars and pretty much fully equipped here. We have Leon, who's in the same boat, although he is getting close to that 6-star mark, which I'm looking forward to. And otherwise, we have Alana, Riley, Gale for some physical, and then Alistair, obviously, and then Docrus for his support slash big magic damage ult. I don't really use him too much. I know he can be very good in some situations, but just doesn't quite fit in with my teams. And then a little further down here, we've got Drago, who I'm working on right now. About to get him to 5 stars. I know have all of the orange items and the Whisperwind bow ready for him to go. Just waiting on a few dailies and a lot of Goblet of the Ancients. Lucius is getting up there. Working a little bit on Blood Spear, not too much. I do kind of want to see what he's like at orange. I don't suspect he'll be a big impact in the arena, but he should be pretty good in the raid instances. So I'm just going to show you some Crucible of Fire today. Show you a team I used to clear. I already took out the first stage. Used all, you can see the team right there. Full Fizz, didn't use anybody's ults. I just go along doing this. I'll take Gale and Alana out once they about have their ult here. Let's just start again. And I probably won't even use an ult again on these early stages, or at least on the first 2. Just gonna let them charge up a little bit. Good, Gale got her ult. It's awesome. I just like them having their ults later. You can get into a couple tricky matches, and it's nice to have somebody to swap in. Alright. And as you can see, I use Leon, which it might be a little odd. Some people used to seeing either Elric or Drago. Honestly, if I had Drago way up there, I'd probably use him. But this is just to show you that Crucible is very possible without a lot of crowd control. Although I do use Riley's ultimate, and then her first ability she uses after her ultimate as a on-again, off-again crowd control. So let's see how this kind of works from here on. Right when Leah pops her first shot, then I'll use her ultimate. Just kind of get a little combo there. I tend to use 2 out of my 3 AoE ultimates, and when I say that, I consider Riley an AoE ultimate, Leah and Mariana to have AoE ultimates. Even though Riley's is just the transform, she does send out the pack of wolves, which hurts quite a bit. Although I try to reserve her ult for the stickier situations, since it has the knockback and interrupt components. And we'll see it later, but I like to use Riley's ult right after she does her spin move, as soon as she's attacked everybody, and it'll actually transport her directly back to your front line, and you can get a little bit of value out of that. We'll see it coming up here. In fact, I'll just use it in this one. So you'll see Riley blows a horn, and then she's going to do her spin move, and then when she's up there, you can cast her ult, and then she'll go to town. And then the nice thing is, even if the wolves aren't the CC that you need, her jump oftentimes will hit people like Mariana, who's fairly common in Crucible. And you also don't really want Mariana charging her full ult. That'll make your day kind of lame. A few thoughts on I know they upgraded the loot in the Crucible, and I've seen a lot of people talking negatively about it, and it's true. There's not a ton of great items that you'll find in Crucible, but you always do have a shot. And honestly, when I'm running Crucible, I think Crucible is the dragon scales and the gold. Just try to ignore the items, and if you do get a decent item, think of it as a happy coincidence. If you go into it that way, then you'll have a lot better experience. At least that's what I found. You know, not getting bummed out about the little things that you can't really control. So here we'll just do the Leah and Mariana thing. This should wreck at least a couple people. And so you can see here, even, I mean, I'm not even using Leon's ult. Oftentimes Flora's ult will stay charged up quite a bit. I rarely use Riley's until later. But you could, I mean, these are the easy stages, excuse me there. But at the same time, not having a lot of trouble even without a stun. And you saw there how both Seraphine and Alistair were stunned out of, or flinched, excuse me, out of their abilities. That's one of the great things about having Leah attack and then instantly using her ult right after her first attack is that A, she gets the, you know, attack timer reset real quick when you use her ult, and then second, that puts her in position to flinch some of those backline heroes. It's one of the nice little tricks with her. I used to do something similar with Namtar. Now I don't use Namtar as much. He kind of fell off in the later game. Although I eventually might upgrade him just to kind of see how it works, or how he works in later game. I've just had him sitting at the purple +4 with 4 pieces of gear now for quite a long time. He was probably my highest upgraded character for a while, and then now he's sitting there. I mean, he probably hasn't even been upgraded in at least a month. He just has an odd set of skills. They're useful, but not. They don't synergize as much with other people as they could. He is, for the most part, single target, other than his auto attack and his AoE debuff, which is nice. But he can also, when combined with his ghosting abilities, he can put himself in poor places to use his debuff. So even though it is AoE, oftentimes he'll only be hitting 1 or 2 people, which is kind of not what you're looking for. Okay, Mariana is gonna, oh shoot. So I buggered that up a little bit there, and a lot of times now would be a great time to restart, but I'd prefer not to. And we do have this Elric who I was able to charge up the energy bars on, and Flora is almost up to her ult again, so I'm not going to be too worried about that right now. Although, watch, coming up here, we're going to mess it up, and won't be able to complete it. That would be great, as I'm trying to show everybody a way to do Crucible, not even complete the run. That'd be fantastic. So Gale's one of those people that, especially later, like using Riley's ult to A, throw out the wolves, and then B, do her jump stomp, sort of like Mariana. Oftentimes, with at least the AoE combination I have in my team, by that time she's going to be throwing out her ult. And if that goes off, if I don't have a Leon ult up, ready to absorb that, it's going to be bad news. Another teammate here. Yep, messed up with Leah there. hopefully it won't be too big of a deal. I might have to, it's getting a little bit later to where I can't just be buggering up all my plays. But it looks perfect, and Riley's in front too. It's even better. That way Leon doesn't have to tank all the damage. Okay, that turned out better than it should have. You know, making little misplays every once in a while. But hopefully you can see how using skills at opportune times can make a pretty big difference instead of just hammering your skills or only using you know, the Elric and Drago ults to stun, and that being your only trick. Oh shoot. Okay, so this is getting a little hairy. So Mariana's ult's up. Leah will be one hit away even if we're done here, but yeah. So that's not too bad. Leon's starting to fall off, but I can always switch in some of my less powerful tanks here to finish things off. And in fact, I think that's what we'll do. Put Drago in. There was Ember doing her flinching thing herself. The evil flincher. So I'm not going to be too worried about Flora biting the bucket or Drago. Although, I might have to reset here. Leah's down. Oh no! Doing terrible. Okay, leave. Might have to cut this up a little bit. And I'll tell you what happens if I come back. We'll see if I can finish this off here. In fact, let's make a quick little swap there. Throw in Gale. Get in a little more AoE physical. Maybe it can take down that Vincent. I like to let Gale's second ability go off before I pop her ult. That way I'm not interrupting her biggish nuke. Or single target nuke. The damage on Poison Arrow is not insignificant, so whenever possible, I try not to interrupt those kind of abilities or put them out of sequence to be able to use them. Okay. Cool. And so that, you can see a reason why I like to charge the Gale and Alana going into these things. Okay, we're going to use... Maybe just keep Drago in there. Just use him as a stun. Riley will... Oh, yeah. Sure, why not? Let's try it. The last stage. Team's looking pretty healthy. So that's unfortunate. That's exactly what we don't want to have happen. And one of the reasons why not having a maxed character is a bummer. You saw Drago swing and a miss. He also has low accuracy, but also he's not max level. And that character was a couple levels higher than me, 90 versus my 87. But it still worked out. And we got a backing helmet. Awesome. Not really. But we will use that in our enchanting. So that's cool. Alright. Hope that was at least a little bit helpful. In the future, might try some different teams. Show you guys some other viable options in the Crucible. If you have any comments or questions, just put them down in the comments. I'd love to answer some questions or get some tips, you know. I know a fair bit about this game, but at the same time, don't know everything, and I love learning new things, and hopefully this can be just a place where everybody can learn a little bit about Soul Hunters, you know, moving in towards the end game. I know there's a lot of channels out there that are in the lower level range don't have so many that are gearing towards 90. So once again, this has been Rocket TV. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.